Hello, I love you, won't you tell me your name? That is the song that I have stuck in my head, and that is literally all I know of it. Hello, welcome to the channel. Today I'm just doing a little video on this mysterious new expansion pack that we've heard a little bit about that will be released before the end of the year. Yes, that makes expansion number 3, which is a rare treat for us simmers. Hopefully it is anyway. Well, I guess we'll find out. What we're going to do is we're going to re-examine the information that we got. Very little bit is all it was in the latest Sim Summit. But I'm also going to take you on a little time warp again. We're going to travel back in time to October last year, where there was a Sims Summit. And technically speaking, the second that we saw Chestnut Ridge was possibly an alerter to the fact that there would be a third expansion pack this year. Why is that? Well, why don't I show you? Okay, so back in October of last year, we had a very memorable Sim Summit, shall I say. But they showed us some concept art for new worlds coming in the expansion packs this year. Now on the right, you can see what is clearly San Sequoia, but the one on the left certainly is not Chestnut Ridge, which is from the Horse Ranch expansion pack, which is the other expansion we got this year. Now, at first I thought when I went back to examine this, maybe it's 2 pictures of San Sequoia. The penny didn't kind of drop that it could be another expansion altogether. I guess I'm used to them not giving us this many. But let's have a little look at it, shall we? Now, it does have a few San Sequoia vibes. That's why I kind of thought that, as in the color of the houses. We have some that are kind of look like that in the main part of San Sequoia. And also, I thought maybe those stalls were meant to be the original concept that got absolutely downsized to Timbuktu and then some when they put in this one measly food stall that's in the middle of nowhere compared to everything else. I have a thing against this food stall. I just think it's ridiculous. But anyway, back to the picture at hand. So let's say that this very well could be the new world coming at the end of the year. Now let's take a little look before we examine the other hints we got in the newest summit. So we've got colourful buildings behind there. We have most notably market stalls and people sort of hanging out there with their children, and someone's walking their pooch there as well. So I'm thinking, is this the neighbourhood they're talking about, the Neighbourly thing, or a destination place, but everyone there is sort of like welcoming and neighbourly, you know what I mean? So now that we've seen this little tidbit, let's go to the latest Sim Summit and see what they gave us in that. Okay, so what we got recently in the summit, which I did cover but I didn't go into in great pulley party detail, is the roadmap where the very underplayed reveal happened. So they say embrace the hustle and bustle. Now, hustle, we think, comes along with the Chef Hustle pack. Chef Hustle? The Home Chef Hustle, that is what it's called. Now, I don't know why that's funny now, but somehow it is. And bustle. Okay. I originally was thinking like, you know, cars and stuff for the neighborhood thing, like they could bring them in to have some sort of a neighborhood that is a bit more open or whatever. I still don't think if they brought cars into the game, they would function too much like cars. They would probably have other things they do, and, you know, like they wouldn't be like The Sims 3 is probably what I'm getting at. And bustle would fit in with that. Or it could just fit in with like a busy lifestyle. Or it could literally be hustle and bustle and they're using hustle twice. I'm going to press play now. So what else do we get? Here we go. So these are the interesting things here. It's the house with the set of keys up here. Now that does, of course, make one think of some sort of like homes or, of course, real estate. Imagine if they actually had like, it's the welcome wagon, an active career to be a real estate agent. That is definitely a possibility for this new pack, or at least one of those rabbit holes and you work from home duo kind of combos kind of deals as well. So could this pack actually bring with it the capacity to own more than one property? That would be pretty great if it did. And so we've even got these envelopes here as well. Now these could be like bills coming into your new property, or, you know, letters, the snail mail coming to your house. That actually leads me to think, imagine if there was a career for the postie mail carrier. Could be a rabbit hole, it could be something. It could be another job. Hey, that would be nice, wouldn't it? More occupations for our Sims. We've also got my friend here, the elephant teapot, which I'm very fond of, and some sort of a noodle type dish with a wedge of lime. So the world that we've just seen possibly could be a world that's not based in America, and that could still have the capacity to own another property, maybe even own a holiday home. What do you reckon? And would they have hotels as well? Maybe. Let's press play and discuss some more. We've got the tasty stuff pack. We know about that. There's the pizza, which is also from the stuff pack. There we have the Neighbourly expansion. Now, of course, you know, it being overseas from America, that is. I mean, I'm overseas from America. It could be like a very welcoming place that you can either live, or if you're from somewhere else, you could stay there, or you could have a second home there. And Neighbourly could be sort of more of a community sort of meaning behind it as well. We do sort of have a bit of that going on in The Sims, but if they were to flesh that sort of thing out even more, I'm actually all for that, because I really like my character interactions. I do. Let's play and see if they've got anything else to give us here. There's another, well, that's a plate of the food that we just saw and more. So there really, and there's the waffles also from the stuff pack, there really is not very much to go by except get busy as well. Get busy. That's perplexing. So what are we thinking? This keys is undeniable. These keys are undeniably a house-related thing, or at least a property-related thing with this here. You know, some of that food stuff could actually be kit-related because it does say and more. I doubt that anything like this would be kit-related though. And of course, there's no car on the keyring, so I think cars was just like me jumping to a usual sort of speculation, I must say. Default speculation mode engaged. We got a little bit of shininess here. Get busy implies things to do, which is more gameplay, and I'm certainly all for that. So some of this stuff here could be to do with a kit. Like the elephant and the food and that could be kit related, although I doubt it. Yeah, so what do you reckon? What you reckon? I know I don't have much to go on yet, but I thought I'd have a talk about what we do have. There's just one more thing I wanted to revisit because it gave me major like neighborhood vibes, and that was the countdown to the Chef Hustle Stuff Pack trailer. So I'm sorry, the picture quality is a bit Dodgerama, but just take note of what the people are doing in the streets. I mean, this could just be some, you know, machinima style setups, or it could be a little clue of what's to come. I'd say look at the world, only this really looks like Willow Creek. So let's pay attention to the folks. Namely this lady here. Look at the interaction between these two. Look, they just do a little nod. Then there's just a lady on the phone and a couple making out over there. And I don't know, when I saw it, it just made me think of like an actual proper, more functioning neighborhood. Now this could be extraordinary wishful thinking on my part, and most likely is, bear in mind. But it's kind of nice to see something where people seem a bit more connected to each other. I mean, I know they already just go over and talk to any random stranger willy-nilly, but this kind of looks so much more natural. Maybe I just wish that it looked like this. I don't know. What do you think? Do you think there's anything to this, or is this just a nice little intro going into the stuff pack trailer? And I'll put it out to you. What are your expectations from this? What do you think it might be? Let me know down below. So thank you for watching this little video today. I'll be back with some more soon. In the meantime, have a wonderful day or night wherever you are. And that's bye from me for now. Bye.